गुरुदेवो महेश्वर गुरु साक्षात परम ब्रह्मा तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः. Name Kuroli Babaji Gurubhyo Namah. Vishnu 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 Ram Ram Ram. So we are continuing our D9 series, the Navamsha series that we started in the previous lecture. I explained you the coordination that we feel between the D1, the D9, and the D60, right? How do we prioritize things? And then I explained you that, D9 is not only your marriage, but it is, in fact, everything, when we look at it. So when I have to look at someone's emotional turmoil, then, the kind of time he's going through, good and bad, D9 plays a very important role when it comes to marriage, profession, money, monetary gains. Again, the D9 plays a very, very important role. And there are certain Varga charts where I think that the manual calculation is very, very important to understand how these, Varga charts work. So, the D9, the most important is the Triconas. The trines of the D9 are very, very important. And the lords of the trines, the placement of the lords of the trines are very, very important. And out of these, the ninth lord of the D9 and the D1 and the D60 is extremely important to understand our life. But we are going to learn this when we are going to start predicting, after learning D9. But today, what we are going to learn is about the Vargottama planets. Because, the planet which is in the same sign in the D9 chart or any other Varga chart is known as the Vargottam. So Vargottams are of various types of Vargottam grahas are there. We have Rashi Vargottam, then we have Bhava Vargottam, and also we have Tattvaa Vargottam. Okay, so the most important out of all are the Rashi Vargottam charts, and then we at the second level we have Bhava Vargottam charts, the planets, and then at the third level we have Tattvaa Vargottam. Okay, so if a planet is in the same sign, it is Rashi Vargottam. If a planet is in the same house, be it any Rashi, it is known as Bhava Vargottam. But if a planet is in Tattvaa, what is Tattvaa Vargottam? For example, we have Agni Tattva, Jal Tattva, Vayu Tattva, Akash Tattva. So we have all these, for example, if you have your Mars in the sign of Aries, right? Aries is a fire sign, but you have this Mars in the sign of Leo, or you have this Mars in the sign of Sagittarius in the D9. So that means it is Tattvaa Vargottam. It is in the same Tattva, right? So that's known as the Tattvaa Vargottam. For example, if you have Mars in the sign of Cancer, which is Jala. And then what are the other water signs? We have 4, 8, and 12. So if Mars is in the sign of Pisces, of the Mars is sign of Scorpio, it becomes the Tattvaa Vargottam. But out of them, the most important, Vargottam is the planet in the Rashi Vargottam. Okay, you see, what is the meaning of Vargottam? The word Vargottam stands for Varga and Uttam. Okay, so a planet which becomes Uttam in the Varga. Okay, when I say Uttam, Uttam means of the highest priority. Uttam means the top priority. Uttam means the top say. Okay, in the Varga. So a planet that has top say in the Varga, the planet that has very powerful energy in your Vargas is known as Vargottama. Okay, so in the D9, it is specially, you have to take care of the Vargottam planets. Although I would say that you can look at Vargottam planets in all the divisional charts, but specifically in the D9, you have to understand the importance of the Vargottam. Now, please do not go by, this one myth that you have in your mind that the Vargottam planet is always good. Okay, it is not always good. It is powerful, right? If a planet is bad for your D1, bad for the D9, and it is Vargottama, right? If a Marak planet is Vargottama or a Badak planet is Vargottama, it is powerfully Badak. It is going to create certain issues that you can't even imagine in your life, right? And you have to do certain remedies for it so that, you can come out of that situation. But, since it is a planet is always Vargottama based on the 159 principle, right? I will first teach you how to calculate Vargottam planets or how to calculate the Vargottam padas. I hope, uh, do you know how to calculate Vargottam padas? Anyone? No? No? Okay. I'll first teach you the manual calculation of the Vargottam padas. Let's learn how do we calculate, Vargottam padas and Vargottam planets so that you understand the logic. And it is coming, all the Vargottam planets are coming from the three Dev Shakti 159, right? So whenever you have the three Dev Shakti, when you have Om, the Sukshma Shiva, right? It is coming from there. It is coming from either our Gautam is a pure blessing of Brahma, or if it is a pure blessing of Vishnu, or it is a pure blessing of, Mahadev, Rudra. You see, what happens is if you have a planet which is Vargotam in the movable sign, for an example, 1, 4, 7, and 10. Remember these things that I'm going to write. You can write these things. A planet which is Vargottam in the movable sign gives you lot of skill, lot of, you know, what do you call it, ability, skillfulness, right? And it is a blessing of Ganesha, or you can say Brahma, or you can say Kartikeya, Murugan. That is where there's a blessing, or maybe it can be a curse, if it is a problematic situation, right? And on the same time, if it is coming from, it is Vargottam in 2, 5, 8, or 11 signs, right, which are the fixed signs, right? It is a direct blessing or a curse from Mahadev, right? Even at times, some curses are to improve your life. Okay, some curses are to actually, settling your karma. Okay, so 2, 5, 8, 11 are the fixed ones. And then if you have 3, 6, 9, 12, any planet which is in the dual sign, it is Vargottama, it is the direct blessing of Mahadev. It is directly coming from Shiva, and it will give you certain, dual characters in your life. It is going to give you dual flavors in your life. Somewhere it is going to be very, very blissful, and somewhere it can be extremely painful, right? But it is going to be giving the fixed and the movable results both. So we are going to discuss this in detail when we understand Vargottama, and in this, maybe not in this lecture, in the next lecture, I will explain you about every single planet. Suppose Sun is Vargottama, what is the meaning? Moon is Vargottama, what is the meaning? Brahaspati is Vargottama, what is the meaning of Brahaspati Vargottam? What is supposed to do? Mangal is Vargottam, what is the meaning of Mangal being Vargottama? Right? Rahu is Vargottama, what is the meaning of Rahu being Vargottama? So it may be not, because this lecture cannot be stressed, I'm in back-to-back classes, but in the third lecture of the D9, we'll discuss about every single planet which is Vargottama, what is the meaning it is saying, what is it saying, right? So this is going to be the process for the next two lectures. So let me first, create another way of making the D9 chart. One way, you've discussed in the last class. Other is another way, and through that way also we can calculate your D9 chart. And when you calculate your D9 chart, from that way you also calculate the, Vargottama padas. So let me share my screen with you. Let me share the whiteboard, and I want you people to keep a paper and pen handy, and I want you people to draw it with me so that you can practice it on the real time basis. That's very, very important, ladies and gentlemen, because at times when the class is over and then you think that, okay, I'll do it in the evening, I'll do it tomorrow, वो रह जाता है. It's not necessary that you can do it all the time. Not necessary. Okay, so always be there to do it with the teachers, with the gurus on the real time basis. Okay. So let me first write down what all padas we were talking about. We have pada 1, and pada 1 is at 0 degree. You can write and you can create the same table in the same way. From 0 degrees to 3 degrees and 20 minutes is the first pada. Okay. We have pada 2 because our zodiac signs, our rashis are divided into 9 padas. Okay, or the 9 charan. So the second pada is 3 degree and 20 minutes to 6 degrees and 40 minutes. We have pada 3, and the pada 3 is 6 degrees of 40 minutes to 10 degrees. Pada 4 is from 10 degrees to 13 degrees and 20 minutes. Pada 5 is from 13 degrees of 20 minutes to 16 degrees and 40 minutes. 16 degrees and 40 minutes. And pada 6 is 16 degrees and 40 minutes to 20 degrees. Pada 7 at 20 degrees to 23 degrees and 20 minutes. Pada 8 is at 23 degrees of 20 minutes to 26 degrees and 40 minutes. And pada 9 is 26 degrees and 40 minutes to 30 degrees. Okay. Now you can create a table beside this. So what you can write here is Aries. So these are the padas of the Aries. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay. Then you can create a line here. Then you can write Taurus. Okay. And then you again write from 9, you take the counting ahead 10, 11, and 12. You stop here at 12, and then you start with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay. So you write from Taurus, you write Gemini here. Okay. That's another 7. We continued from where the same numbers account. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. Okay. And then you go and write Cancer. Okay. So Aries is number 1 sign. Taurus is number 2. And Gemini is number 3. And Cancer is number 4 sign, zodiac sign. Okay. So write down here 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Okay, then we have Leo. which is number 5. Okay. And it starts again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay. So then we have Virgo. Okay. So we have Virgo. So Virgo again, it starts from 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then we've got next sign, the Libra, number 7. So this is number 6 sign. Okay, so number 7 sign is Libra. Okay, Libra again. It starts 4, 5, 6. Starts from 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, and then we have Scorpio. Number 8, Scorpio is number 8, starting from 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. You need to create this table. Okay. Then we have Sagittarius. Okay. And again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay. And then we have Capricorn. Okay, so 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we have Aquarius. Aquarius, we have again 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. Okay, and the last 12th number zodiac sign is Pisces. So we have Pisces here. Okay, we have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, with this table also you can easily calculate your Navamsha chart. For an example, uh, how do we do it? If we open a chart, okay, and if I have to design a Navamsha through this chart, how do I do it? Right? So my Navamsha has 3 number ascendant. My ascendant, what is the what is the ascendant here? Ascendant is at 9 degrees and 48 minutes in the sign of Aries. Okay, so if I go back to this table, okay, if I go back to this table here, so I have to first, select Aries. So this is Aries, and 10 degrees, or 9 degrees or something minutes falls in which? 9 degrees and 43 minutes fall in the third, pada. So my Navamsha, Lagna will be starting from number 3 zodiac sign. Okay. So I can calculate further. I mean, this table also gives you the same technique I wrote in the scattered way, in the more explanatory way in my last lecture. This is the table how we create Navamsha from this table. Now look at my Mars. Mars is in the sign of Gemini, and Gemini, is a dual sign. Okay, there was a rule that was written for all the movable signs, the Navamsha has to be calculated from itself, and for all the fixed sign, it has to be calculated from, come on, from, come on,
Ninth sign. Ninth.
ninth of itself, and for the dual, it has to be calculated from
Fifth.
fifth. Are you sure?
Yes, sir.
Okay, right. So what is the degree that you get here when you are in the Gemini? So Mars is at 2 degrees. Okay, so Mars is at 2 degrees, right? And where is the 2 degree falling in the Mars? In the
P1. Gem.
in the Tula.
Tula.
In the Tula. So Mars will be in the Tula in the Navamsha. You can see this. Mars is in the Tula in the Navamsha. Okay. Similarly, for Surya it is at 26 degrees. Okay. So if I go to 26 degrees and 43 minutes, where is 26 degrees and 43 minutes? So 26 degrees and 43 minutes under this is in the third sign. Okay. So you will find that, the Surya has to be in the third Rashi in the D9 chart. So with this table, you can calculate the Navamsha. But then what is Vargottama here? You have to first understand what is Vargottama, right? What did I say? What is Vargottama, by the way? I said that it is the same Rashi. The planet has to be in the same Rashi in the Vargottama, right? That is the Rashi Vargottama. So for Aries, okay, which is 1 number Rashi, right? The Vargottama is this one, 1 here. Yes or no? It's 1 and 1. Where is 1 and 1? This is same Rashi, right? Aries and Aries. Where is Taurus? Taurus is number 2 Rashi. So where is number 2 here?
P5.
Okay. Where is number 3 here?
9.
Number 4?
1.
Number 5? Same.
5.
Number 6?
9. 1, 5, 9.
Number 7? 8?
5.
9? 9, because 9 sign, 9 number sign, 9 number, 10 number sign, 10 number, Capricorn is a 10 number sign, Aquarius, 11 and 11, Pisces, 12 and the 12. So if you have to write that in which planet, so if you have a planet in your Aries Rashi between 0 degree and 23 degrees, 0 to 3 degrees and 20 minutes, it is going to fall in the same sign in the Navamsha, which is going to make him Vargottama. If you have a planet in the Taurus between 13 degrees and 20 minutes to 16 degrees of 40 minutes, it is going to be in the same sign in the D9. If you have planet in the Gemini sign between 26 degrees and 40 minutes and 30 degrees in Gemini, it is going to fall in the same sign in the Gemini. Do you think there is a Vargottam planet in my sign, in my horoscope? Which one is the Vargottam planet?
Sun.
Sun.
Sun is Vargottama. Sun is my Atma Karaka, and it is a Vargottama Graha because it falls in the Gemini in 26 degrees and 43 minutes. Did you understand this thing? Yes, no, maybe? You see, have you observed one more thing here? If you understand this Vargottama is coming from the principle of 159 only, means all the movable signs. You see, all the movable signs, the Vargottam Pada is itself. In the first Pada, it becomes the Vargottam Pada. In all the fixed signs, the fifth Pada is becoming the Vargottam Pada. And in all the dual signs, the ninth Pada is becoming the Vargottam Pada. Yes, no, maybe. This is manual calculation. And if it is in the movable sign, and the first Pada becomes Vargottam, it is coming from Prajapati Brahma, or you can say Ganesha in the Kali Yuga. At the Bhuloka, we are not allowed to pray to Brahma, we are allowed to pray to Ganesha or Kartikeya, Murugan. For all the fixed signs, the fifth Pada is becoming Vargottama, and it is coming from Vishnu. This becomes the most powerful Pada. Any planet that falls in this Pada becomes powerful. Positively or negatively is a different story. To remove the ill effects, of the Vargottama, there was another concept which was revealed known as Pushkar Navamsha, which I will teach you in the next lecture. The Pushkar Navamshas, where if a planet is negative, the negativity will be reduced. If you have planets in the Pushkar Navamsha, and if they are badly placed, the negativity is sucked. The negativity is reduced in the Pushkar Navamsha. So it is good to have planet in the Pushkar Navamsha, even though if you have it in the Vargottama. In the same time, it is the Shakti of the Rudra. Shiva. It is a direct blessing which is coming from Shiva, from Mahadev. Okay, so we can definitely calculate. What is Pawan saying now? Don't run ahead. We'll clear all the Pavanji. We'll clear all the doubts. Let me first finish the Vargottamas. Okay. We'll come back to all these things. Don't run ahead, because then let a lot of people who don't want to run ahead, they want to stick to what they're doing so that they can understand, this concept clearly. Okay, I just gave you a name, Pushkar Navamsha. We just reached to the Pushkar Vamsha and Pushkar Navamsha. Just hang in there. All the doubts will be cleared when we do the Pushkar Navamsha. Don't run, please. Okay, so we'll do the Vargottama first. I want people to design their Navamsha charts through this chart and design Vargottama. So how many of you have got Vargottam planets? How many of you have got Vargottam planets in their chart? Arjun has got Vargottam planets, Vivek ji's got Vargottam planets, so Pawan ji's got Vargottam planets. Okay, so we can take one of the charts. We can take Vivek ji, your chart we can take, right? And we'll see how many planets have you. Anyone who has got more than one planet Vargottama? 4 Rashi Vargottam and 1 Bhava. Okay, Ekta, we can take your chart. We got 4 Vargottama planets. Okay, so we can calculate this thing manually here, and we'll try to find the accuracy here. So, Ekta, you remember all your degrees of all the grahas and everything?
Yes, Guruji, I have them here.
You have handy with you. So let's calculate the, so We'll first make a chart here. We can make it over here. Okay, what is the Lagna that you have?
Guruji, it's Leo Lagna.
Leo Lagna. Five, 6, 7, 10, 11, 12, 1. Okay, tell me the placements of the graha. So ascendant is at what degree?
Guruji is at 13 degrees, 8 minutes.
13 degrees and 8 minutes. We'll side by side, we'll draw the Navamsha. Okay. So who's going to tell me the Lagna for her Navamsha? Ascendant in the Leo. So it's Leo here. And it is 13 degrees and
8 minutes.
8 minutes. So what is the, it's in the P4 category.
P4. Yeah, Cancer.
Okay. So it should have to be a Cancer Navamsh.
Yes, Guruji.
Okay. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, and 3. So this Cancer Navamsha is in this category. So it was pointing towards this. So we got the Cancer Navamsh. Okay. So which planet is Vargotri?
Guruji, I have Saturn, Venus, Rahu, and Ketu.
Okay, Saturn first of all. Saturn is where here in the T1 chart? In which sign and in what degree?
Guruji, Saturn is placed in the second house
It's in the Virgo sign,
and it's in Virgo and at 28 degrees, 38 minutes.
28 degrees and 38 minutes. So you find, Virgo here, okay, and you will find this degree in the last pada, which is the Vargottam pada, which is at 28 degrees. So you'll place her Saturn here. Did you get it, ladies and gentlemen? How we are manually calculating the Navamsha? Which is the another planet which is Vargottam? Saturn,
Guruji, Venus,
Venus. What is
which
what
is
is Venus?
in it's in Capricorn at 1 degree, 31 degrees.
So it is in Capricorn at 1 degree and
31 minutes.
31 minutes. So Capricorn 1 degree and 31 minutes is going to fall in the Vargottam Navamsha. So it's going to be Venus is going to be Vargottam here. Right? And then which is the another planet?
Guruji, it's Rahu in Gemini at 27 degrees 54 minutes.
Okay, so it's the dual sign, it's the Gemini, and it is at how many degrees?
27 degrees
Yeah,
and
27
54 minutes.
degrees. So again, for Gemini, it's the last thing. Where is Vargottam is here? So it's going to be, Rahu is going to be, no, Vargottama. Okay, and Ketu will obviously be Vargottama.
Yes, Guruji.
Okay, so these are the 4 planets that you have Vargottama.
Yes, Guruji.
Okay, so now, you can easily find out your Vargottama planets. What exactly is? So the moment you find a planet in the sign of movable sign, Aries, right? And it is between 1 degree and 3 minutes or 3 degrees and 20 minutes. Will it be Vargottam? Without looking at anything. Forget about Navamsha. आपके पास नवांश नहीं है. आपके पास एक planet आया movable sign में, and it is at 0 degree to 3 degrees and 20 minutes. Will it be Vargottama? Okay, simple calculation, fast calculation. जैसे ही हम ड्यूल साइन में जाएंगे, it has to be in the last pada. It has to be in the last pada. 26 degree 40 minutes to 30 degree के बीच में किसी भी ड्यूल साइन में कोई ग्रह आ गया, it is going to be Vargottama. और अगर फिक्स्ड साइन में 2, 5, 8, 11 में, it is right in the middle, in the 5th pada. 2 number, 5 number, which is 13 degree 20 minutes to 16 degree 40 minutes, is the 5th pada. So अगर 13, 14, 15 डिग्री के बीच में 3 डिग्री 20 मिनट्स के बाद 16 डिग्री 40 मिनट के बीच में किसी भी फिक्स्ड साइन में अगर कोई ग्रह आया, इट इज गोइंग टू बी वर्गोत्तम. This makes your life easy. Now, can you calculate what all nakshatras are associated with Vargottama? Who will calculate this? Who will calculate this? So, Ashwini nakshatra, first pada is a Vargottam pada. Yes or no? Okay,
Yes,
can we write those? We can further make a table. Okay, let me see who makes the table with me. Let me find out. Okay, so we make a table here. Another pen here. So Ashwini. Okay, Ashwini nakshatra P1 is a Vargottam pada. Okay, in the Taurus, which nakshatra has Vargottam pada?
Rohini P2.
Rohini. You can always remember this chart also. Rohini pada 2 is a Vargottam pada. Because when you learn nakshatras, this becomes very important. That why the second pada of Rohini is a Vargottam pada. This becomes very, very important. So can you tell me Ashwini pada 1 is also a Gandamula pada?
Yes.
It is a Gandhanta pada.
Gandhanta Pada.
So do you think that a planet in the Ashwini pada 1 is going to be a favorable planet? Yes,
Not much.
maybe. Come on, tell me. Is a planet in the Ashwini pada 1 going to be a favorable planet? It is in the Gandhanta.
No, sir. No, sir.
Not much.
But it is going to be very strong. So that means it is a very strong Gandhanta. The same thing applies to the planet in the Revati Pada 4. Isn't? The Revati Pada 4 planet is again going to be in a very strong Gandanta. Because that is also our Gottam Navamsha. So it is going to be strong. It may not be very good. Is this table clearing that doubt of that Vargottama? How we understand behavior of a Vargottam Graha? So let me make this entire table for you here. So Rohini P2 is Vargottama. Okay, tell me in Gemini.
Punarvasu P3.
Sorry?
Punarvasu P3. Punarvasu P3.
Yes. Punarvasu P3. And then next one.
Again Punarvasu P4.
Punarvasu P4 is a Vargottam Pada. Next.
Purva Falguni P5.
Yes. Purva Falguni P5. Pada 5. Is it P5? Purva Falguni P5? There's no P5.
Yeah, it's it's not P5. Yes.
Sorry?
P2.
P2.
Sorry? Yeah, it is cannot, a nakshatra cannot have a fifth pada, no?
Yeah. It's P1 actually. Starting from AO, it's P1.
So you have to be careful in this calculation, right?
Yeah.
You cannot say P5 or something like that. Okay, that is why I'm requesting you to draw this table with me. So Purva Falguni P1.
P1.
Chitra 1.
Then
Chitra 1.
Chitra
2.
Pada 1.
Chitra 2. P2.
Chitra 2 or
Chitra
1?
P2.
1.
2.
1.
P2.
How?
It's
1. Guruji 1.
Who is going to confirm P1 or P2? One is saying
It's P2.
P1.
It's
P1.
P2. It's P2. It's P2.
Okay,
Guruji
let's
P1.
Pada 1.
Vivek ji, how it is pada 2?
Because it's going in Virgo. From the Leo, the first pada will start now. So it's going in the Virgo.
It is the first pada will start, but doesn't mean it has to be Chitra P1.
Yeah. No. Leo, it's going in the Virgo. That's why it's P2. Because from the Leo, the first pada of Chitra will start. So in the Virgo, it would be P2.
No, so what? See, this is Aries.
Yeah.
This is Taurus. This is Gemini. This is Cancer. This is Leo. In the Leo, it is Pura Falguni Pada 1. Okay. Now talk about Virgo. Virgo,
Yeah.
you know, it is where? It is the last Pada, 26
Last
degrees,
pada.
30 minutes.
Yeah.
So last Pada
That's
is
why
which
P2.
Pada?
P2.
Yes, Lalita ji? It is P1 or P2? Lalita ji?
I'm confused now.
Why confused?
I think still it's.
No, Chitra
Chitra
has
has
how
got
many?
2 padas
Chitra,
in Virgo.
wait. Chitra has how many padas in
2
Virgo?
padas in 2 padas.
2 padas in Virgo and 2 padas in Libra.
Libra.
So if it is in Virgo, it has to be the last pada of Virgo. The last pada of Virgo has to be the second pada of the Chitra.
Correct.
That is Chitra pada 2. It is not Chitra pada 1. Okay. For Libra, it has to be Chitra pada
P3.
pada 3, which is the first pada of the Libra, which is Chitra pada 3. Okay. Clear है? Any confusions? Scorpio में क्या है? अनुराधा?
Anuradha.
कौन सा पद?
P4. P4.
P4.
4.
Okay, in Sagittarius,
Uttarashada P1.
Uttarashada.
Uttra Ashada P1. And then in Capricorn,
Again Uttarashada P2.
Uttra Ashada P2. Aquarius,
Shatbisha P3.
Shatabisha P3. And in Pisces,
Uttar Bhadrapada.
Revati
sorry,
P4.
Revati P4. Last pada, Revati P4. So you have to remember this nakshatra table as well. You know that these are the Vargottama padas of these nakshatras. If a planet falls into this particular nakshatra and in this particular pada, it is going to be Vargottama. We can micro dissect it. We can understand how this principle is going to work. You know, when we look at what planet is Vargottama and how it is behaving. So what have we learned today? What have we learned today? One, we have learned the calculation of the Vargottam, padas and the planets sitting in those padas, how they become Vargottama, the manual calculation. We also learned that the Vargottama principle is coming from Trikona Shakti. It is directly coming from Brahma, Vishnu and Mahesh. That is why, these planets sitting in these particular padas in the Vargas become Uttama. Uttama means powerful. They have a say. They have a negative say or a positive say is a different story. But they are very, very strong. When I say they are very, very strong means what? If they are in Gandhanta, they are very strong in the Gandhanta. Revati and Ashwini. You see, you have to understand this thing. A planet can be a Ati Badaka Graha in your horoscope and can be Vargottama. It can give you problems, it is a very, very strong Badak. And especially if it is, happening in a sign where it belongs to Vishnu. There's no remedy for it. There's no remedy for it. You are going to suffer. So if you have planets in movable sign, what is the Devata you supposed to pray? Which Devata?
Ganesha.
Ganesha or Kartik.
Ganesha or Kartikya, who is going to help you. If you have planets in the fixed signs and they get Vargottama, the only Sharan is Vishnu Sharanagati. You can only go to Vishnu and take help if it is badly placed. No other Devata will intervene. No other Devata will interfere one bit with the planet Vargottama in the fixed signs except Vishnu. Make note of these things. When you give remedies to your clients, you can do 10,000 remedies. Nothing will work. Only Vishnu Sahasranama will work. Only Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya will work. Going to Tirupati Balaji will work. Going to Vishnu Mandirs will work. Going to the Mandir of Srinath will work. Going to Srinath temple, going to Vishnu temples. Saying Govinda, Govinda, Govinda all the time will help you. Nothing is going to help you. You can wear gemstones, you can do this, that, whatever you want to do, it's not going to help you. But if you have a planet Vargottama in the dual sign, only Mahadev can help you. Only Mahadev. There's no other entity that can help you. And this principle has come from 159. The 9 belongs to Shiva, your past karma, which I explained in the previous. The Lagna belongs to Brahma, and the 5th house belongs to Vishnu. So, what is the quality of Brahma? Creation, creativity. So, the planets that are Vargottama in the movable sign gives you creativity, gives you qualities of Brahma. They will give you a lot of creativity. You can be positively creator, or you can be a negatively, created person, where you're creating a lot of negative karma, crime and everything. You're thinking like a criminal. You're creating new ways of doing crime if it is badly placed. If you have planet in the fixed signs and it is a Vargottama, it is going to give you sustainership. It will give you ability to sustain a lot of things. You will hold on to the principles. You will hold on many things in your life. If there is happiness, that happiness, you will hold that happiness. It's going to be there for the longer time. And if there is a grief, if there is a problem, that problem is going to last for the longer time. If there's a disease which is coming, it is going to last for the long time. It is going to be a chronic disease where you fight for whole of your life. Only Vishnu Sharanagati is going to help you when you become an avid devotee of Vishnu. When you do Vishnu Sahasranamas and everything, only then. The planets that are Vargottama in the dual signs have ability to destroy and rejuvenate and transform. The duty of the Shiva is to transform. Whenever the Mahadasha of a planet sitting in a dual sign being Vargottama starts, you can expect major transformations. Few things will end and few things will start. This is the natural praviti of Mahadev, to end few things and start few things. There will be a U-turn. There will be 180-degree U-turn. When you have a Mahadasha starting off a Vargottam Graha in the dual sign, you might end up few relationships and few relationships will start. You might give up on many things. A job is gone and a new starts. You have to see these Vargottam planets like that. You understand? I'm running my Rahu Mahadasha and it completely changed you. Completely changed you. Forget about the good and the bad results. First, try and understand with me the basic results. We can dissect deep and understand what kind of results will come later on. What is Rahu, which nakshatra, what is happening, which house. But one thing that Rahu will give her is huge amount of transformation. Few things will completely vanish in her life and few things will completely start. Vargottama planets in the dual sign give you opportunity. Write down this thing, especially in the dual sign. They will 100% give you opportunity. Now you will be able to utilize that opportunity, make it large or completely destroy what you have, depends upon the placement of the graha. But whenever you have a planet Vargottama, it is going to give you a solid opportunity which is going to come to you because of your past. You can only have planets in Vargottama with the divine intervention. Divine intervention is coming from Ganesha, from Vishnu and Shiva. You've done something in this life where Ganesha was happy or sad about your deed. Shiva was happy or sad about certain deeds in your life, because of which you've got certain planets that are dual, they are there in the dual signs and in the Vargottam Padas. say duality before this. I saw extreme depression. Now it's complete transformation and momentum. That's it. This is the basic introduction of the Vargottam Grahas. As you go ahead, when I teach you Sun Vargottam, Moon Vargottam, Mars Vargottam, Venus Vargottam, and then they are present in a dual sign or a fixed sign or a movable sign, you know what to think in the mind, right? Once you get the definition of what is the meaning of Sun Vargottama, you can apply this in all the Varga charts. And when you will be scared of the negative results, then we go help and understand Pushkar, Navamsha and Amshas and so many other things. But right now, one by one, step by step, keep a strong focus on just the Vargottama. Which sign? Dual, fixed, or movable? Is it creativity which is coming? It is sustenance which is coming? Or it is a transformation which is coming? What is coming? Will you hold on to certain principles? Or will you experience duality? Or will you experience creativity in the Mahadasha? And especially the Vargottam planets do very well in the Antradasha. Remember this. The Antradasha of the Vargottam planet is very, very powerful. Because Muni Parashara says that you have to check the results of the Antardasha from the Varga charts as well. If you do not check the results of a Antardasha from the Varga charts, you are not a good astrologer. So the Antaras of the Vargottam is also going to give you a heavy impact than the Mahadashas. This is what I wanted to teach you today. I want you to, before framing the questions, practice, put it in your brain, think over some, charts, and then frame some questions rather than saying, I have this Vargottam planet in my Kundli and it is there, so tell me what are the results. No, that's not the case. I want the manthan to happen. Okay? Any questions, ladies and gentlemen? Yes, Vivekji.
Y- Yes, Guruji. So the same principle we can apply the Grah Bhavavastha also. So in the movable signs, it would be in the infant stage, and in the fixed signs, it would be young, and in the dual signs, it would be Vriddhavastha. And
Yes,
that can also be superimposed, right?
that can also be superfluous. Wonderful. But then you have to know that what planets can do very well
Yeah.
in the Balavastha also. Like Mercury does very well in the first few degrees, and there are certain planets like Saturn can do well in the later degrees.
Yeah, the slow planets can do well in the later degrees, and the Venus, Moon, and Mars, Venus, Mars, and Mercury can do in the initial stages.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you.
Yes, Shantanu?
सर मेरे को एक चीज जानना था सर, जैसे अगर जैसे 29 डिग्री का ग्रह वर्गोत्तम है या 0.1 डिग्री का ग्रह वर्गोत्तम है, तो उसकी इम्पैक्ट भी उतना ही रहता होगा जितना कि ये, क्योंकि बाल अवस्था और वृद्ध अवस्था के ग्रह के वर्गोत्तम
यही तो विवेक जी ने अभी बताया कि there are certain planets, who do very well. The fast moving planets जो है वो बाल अवस्था में बहुत अच्छा करते हैं, वृद्ध अवस्था में अच्छा नहीं करते हैं. The slow moving planets do very well. So ऐसा नहीं है कि अगर मरकरी बाल अवस्था में है तो वो पावरफुल नहीं है, क्योंकि मरकरी कम डिग्रीज में बहुत अच्छा करते हैं, ज्यादा डिग्रीज में अच्छा नहीं करते हैं. इसी तरह से शनि कम डिग्रीज में अच्छा नहीं करते हैं, लेकिन वो ज्यादा डिग्रीज में पावरफुल होते हैं. That's what we were discussing.
ओके सर, थैंक यू.
क्या ज्योति जी?
हरे कृष्ण गुरु जी.
हरे कृष्णा.
मेरा D1 और D9 में दोनों एसेंडेंट सेम है, जेमिनी.
हाँ.
और पुनर्वसु नक्षत्र 3 है. तो ये माने कि D1 यानी सेल्फ और D9 दोनों की पोजीशन अच्छी है.
बहुत अच्छी है. आप कम से कम इस कलयुग में भी 80-90 साल जिएंगे आप, कम से कम. ये पहला इंडिकेशन होता है लंबी लॉन्जिविटी का,
हम्म,
लंबी आयु। और इसी वजह से आप फिटनेस में और अपने आप
यस,
को इतना मेंटेन करके रख रहे हैं कि जिन लोगों
हम्म,
का लगन वर्गोत्तम होता है, अगर वो फिटनेस इंडस्ट्री में चले जाएं और अपने आप को फिट रखने में आ जाएं, तो उनसे ज्यादा फिट कोई अपने आप को रख ही नहीं सकता। और आपकी फिटनेस आपकी लॉन्जिविटी का कारण बनेगी।
यस गुरुजी, और मेरा मार्क
क्योंकि
भी है।
आपका
मेरा
लगन जो
मार्क,
है ना, वो ब्लेस्ड
हम्म,
है। कहाँ से ब्लेस्ड है? महादेव से। और आप ये देखना, क्योंकि ये वर्गो है ना, तो वर्गो
हम्म,
या कन्या जो भी आप बताया आपने, ये
हम्म,
आई थिंक वर्गो में बोला ना आपने,
जेमिनी,
जेमिनाई। सो जेमिनाई ड्यूल लगन है ना, तो इसमें क्या
हाँ,
होता है कि आप लोग ना यौगिक प्रवृत्ति के हो जाते हैं। तो उनको
हाँ, यस,
योग, जिमिंग के साथ साथ योग, आयुर्वेदा, संस्कृति, जो चीज शिवा लाइक करते हैं, राइट,
यस, यस,
वो
यस।
वो चीजों को अपने जीवन में वो लाकर अपनी लाइफ में फिटनेस के लेवल पे, इस लेवल पे पहुंच जाते हैं कि उनको 90 साल, 95 साल, 100 साल जीना आसान लगता है।
लेकिन सर वो जीना है इसलिए कि स्पिरिचुअल वे पे जाना है।
हाँ ठीक है, अपनी अपनी
वो
प्रायोरिटीज
हेल्थ,
होती हैं।
या बिकॉज आवर बॉडी इज द व्हीकल, राइट?
या
तो अगर व्हीकल को ठीक रखेंगे तभी तो गोल पर पहुंचेंगे ना।
कितना लोग सोचते हैं ऐसे आपके अलावा? कितना लोग सोचते हैं? छोले भटूरे
और मेरा
खाते हुए, पूरी
मार्क
चना खाते हुए।
मार्क भी, हाँ, मेरा मार्क भी सर ऐसा है ना कि मैं अगर जिमिंग या टेनिस नहीं खेलूँ ना तो मेरे को चैन ही नहीं आता पूरे दिन।
तो कितने घंटे वर्कआउट करते हो आप सारे दिन?
मैं 2 ढाई घंटा दोपहर में करती हूँ जिम में, डेड लिफ्टिंग, वेट लिफ्टिंग।
और किस एज में हो
और
आप अभी?
और सॉरी,
आप किस एज में हो, किस आयु में हो आप?
अभी दिसंबर में मेरा 59 कंप्लीट होके 60 स्टार्ट हो रहा है।
Guys, can you hear 60-year-old lady Lagan Vargottam working out 2.5 hours every day in the gym, weight training?
और सुबह 3:30 बजे से मैं ट्यूशन करती हूँ सर, यहाँ से कनाडा ऑनलाइन।
किस चीज?
यानी ब्रह्म मुहूर्त में उठ के मैं ये ट्यूशन चालू कर, और डेली टेनिस 1.5 घंटा खेलती हूँ।
और अन्न खाए कितने साल हो गए आपको?
अ, किसमें सर? जिम
अन्न
में?
अन्न खाना, गेहूं को खाए हुए कितने साल? छोड़ दी गेहूं के खाते हो गेहूं?
ग्रेन ग्रेन सब बंद है सर, रेयर
देखा,
केस में।
लगन वर्गोत्तम
नेचुरल,
होगा ना, लोग अन्न छोड़ देंगे, ग्रेन छोड़ देंगे, कनक छोड़ देंगे, गेहूं
हाँ,
छोड़ देंगे।
यस यस सर,
गेहूं
मिल्क
गेहूं
मिल्क
खाए
प्रोडक्ट
कितनी
भी
देर हो
एकदम।
गया? कितनी देर से गेहूं नहीं खाई?
10-15 साल हो गए सर।
15 साल से इन्होंने गेहूं नहीं खाया है।
लेकिन
समझ
सर
रहा?
क्वालिटी फूड आता है ना, तो क्वांटिटी
देखो,
ऑटोमेटिकली
वो
कम हो
सब
जाती
आपको
है।
मालूम है, मेरे को ये मालूम है कि आप गेहूं नहीं खाते, मुझे ये मालूम है। वो
कैसे
आप
सर?
क्वालिटी फूड को क्या समझते हो, मेरे को उसकी कोई डेफिनेशन नहीं। मैं तो नीचे जाके अभी मेथी वाला पराठा खा रहा हूँ,
नहीं नहीं सर,
वो
वो भी
रेडी है
खाती हूँ,
मेरे
लेकिन
लिए।
कभी कभी वो क्रेविंग नहीं होती मेरे को। मैं
क्या?
बताऊँ, जब चीजों के बारे में जानते हैं ना, तो उसकी जो क्रेविंग होती है ना, वो सामने वाला कुछ भी खा ले, मुझे ऐसा नहीं लगता कि मेरे को खाना है।
ओनली इफ
अगर
देयर
लगता है तो
इज
मैं बना के खा लेती हूँ।
only if there is a severe yoga of accident or an akal
हम्म,
mrityu, a curse is coming, you
हम्म,
know, that is again coming from Mahadev. Only then this Vargottama Lagna cancellation can happen in certain cases, but that is very, very rare. Otherwise, people with Vargottam Lagna, they are going to live a long life.
सर
And
पता ही
they
नहीं
are
चलता, मैं
really,
ट्राई करके अभी भी मैं एक्टिवा चला के जाती हूँ, मेरे को पता नहीं चलता। यानी 24 आवर्स मंत्र चालू रहते हैं मेरी लाइफ में। यानी अभी आदत सी हो गई है कि कुछ माइंड जीरो करके वही करती रहती हूँ, पता नहीं कब टाइम जाता है, लेकिन टाइम कम पड़ रहा है। अभी मैं भागवत गीता का स्टडी कर रही हूँ। अभी अध्याय 2 में आई हूँ मैं।
and you see,
तो बस,
ladies and gentlemen, if you ask her one more thing, I give you one example here, very interesting example. The the Lagna is Vargottam in the dual sign. Okay, so dual sign में अगर Vargottam है Lagna, इनसे आप पूछो कि क्या आपकी सारी जिंदगी जो है, सारी जिंदगी ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन वाली रही है? हर 5 साल, हर 10 साल में आपके जीवन में मेजर ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन आई हैं? होल
यस
लाइफ।
सर, यस, हाँ, यस। जीरो से कितनी बार स्टार्ट किया है, क्योंकि मेरा नक्षत्र पुनर्वसु नक्षत्र है।
देखो,
यानी
जीरो से
अगेन,
स्टार्ट करने का मतलब पता है क्या है? कि ये एक बार डिस्ट्रॉय हुए होंगे पूरी तरह
हाँ,
से,
यस,
फिर से स्टार्ट, फिर डिस्ट्रॉय हुए होंगे, फिर से स्टार्ट,
हाँ, यस
कंप्लीटली
सर,
डिस्ट्रॉयड अगेन स्टार्टेड, कंप्लीटली डिस्ट्रॉयड अगेन स्टार्टेड। दिस
हाँ,
इज
लेकिन गिव अप,
now, is it good
गिव
thing,
अप,
ladies and gentlemen? No, it is not good thing to start everything again. You have to first destroy everything, no?
लेकिन सर मैं गुड मानती हूँ, क्योंकि मेरे को मटेरियलिज्म से बहुत ऊपर उठ गई हूँ अभी। अभी
देखिए
ये जो ज्योतिष मैं
आप
सीख रही हूँ ना, वो लोगों के लिए सीख रही हूँ।
आप इसको गुड मानते हो ज्योति जी, लेकिन अगर कोई 22-25 साल का मेरे पास आएगा जिसकी लाइफ जीरो हो गई, उसको रीस्टार्ट करनी है, फिर वो 32 साल की एज में मेरे पास आ रहा है, वो कह रहा है मैं फिर जीरो हो गया हूँ, फिर आई हैव टू स्टार्ट, फॉर दैट इट इज अ वेरी डिफिकल्ट वर्गोत्तम लगना ना।
हाँ, यस यस यस,
At
डेफिनेटली।
the age of
अगर मैं भी
60 you can say
हाँ
that I'm
हाँ
happy, I know what is happening, but at the age of 22 how can we accept it?
यस यस, डेफिनेटली। लाइक क्योंकि तब तो क्या है, पूरा हमने सराउंडिंग खड़ा करके रखा है ना, तो जो किया है उसको निभाना तो पड़ेगा।
Absolutely, you have to
हाँ, बट
understand this thing कि ये काम कैसे करते हैं।
यस यस
अगर
यस।
आपको ये समझ में नहीं आएगा ये कैसे काम करते हैं, तो things will not work for you, no?
और अभी गीता इसलिए पढ़ रही हूँ कि मोह से मेरे को निकलना है, सब ड्यूटीज से मुझे ऊपर उठना है, लगा नहीं रहना है, बस दैट्स इट। अभी मेरा सुपर वीजा भी आ गया है, बेटे के साथ रहने का लास्ट मोह है कि कुछ उसके साथ रहूं, थोड़ी हर्ट हो जाऊं तो फिर बैक कर लूं। बोलते ना, जो चीज का मोह रहता है उसके पास ज्यादा रहो
जी
तो
वो खत्म
आपको
हो
किक
जाता
मिल
है,
ही जाती है।
वो खत्म हो
हाँ
जाता है जी। जिसके
हाँ,
पास
यस
जाकर रहोगे वो खत्म हो जाएगा फिर।
यस, अट्रैक्शन है उसके पास, नजदीक जाके रहना है बस, तो पता चलेगा रियलिटी क्या है। तो जैसे ही हर्ट हो जाओगे आप निकल जाओगे। तो उसको मैं पॉजिटिविटी मानती हूँ कि अगर तुमको किसी ने हर्ट किया है बहुत बड़ा, तो उसको थैंक यू बोलो कि तुमको वहां से वो निकाल रहा है, दैट्स इट।
Only a dual Vargottam Lagna can do it, you know. Anyways, good to hear that. Thank you, God bless you. बहुत अच्छा लगा आपसे बात करके. Thank
थैंक
you.
यू सर, थैंक यू।
Can you give 2 lines on Bhava and Tattvaa Vargottam? You see, what is happening in Bhava Vargottam is the second priority. Bhava is expression. Okay. When you have a planet in the Bhava Vargottam, what happens is, suppose there's a planet which is in the 4th house. Bhava Vargottam planets, behave like catalyst. They behave like obsession. They are going to increase the results of that house. Simple. They're going to increase, they're going to empower the results of the 4th house. Suppose 4th house in the D1, 4th house in the D9, right? You have Rahu Vargottama. You're going to be obsessive about, having good home, cars, comfort, family life, because Rahu is like a catalyst. It's like, a planet which gives you a lot of obsession. So you are going to have you were obsessive in the last life, you're obsessive in this life also. You have obsession for 4th house in the previous life, you have obsession for the 4th house in this life as well. And when it is Tattvaa Vargottam, you're carrying that fire, you're carrying that energy from the past life to this life. You're just carrying the energy. So that planet has a lot of energy. Wherever that planet sits, it is going to give you a lot of action if it is Tattvaa Vargottam because of the past life. It's going to become very, very powerful. For an example, if Mars is in the water signs 4, 8, and 12, so Mars is debilitated here, right? And you say that people will come, oh Guruji, my Mars is in the sign of Pisces, it is strong, it is in the friendly sign. No, it is further weak because the Tattvaa of the Mars is very, very weak in the Navamsha as well. So it is not going to give you those results. What are you expecting? And same applies if there's a planet which is stronger at the Tattvaa level. Tattvaa level is a very high level when it comes to spirituality. Tattvaa is a level where you think of bhakti, where you think of rajas, tamas, and sato. Yeah, 8 out of 9. See, that is what I want. See, Parulji, this bhakti is coming from Tattvaa Vargottam. No. It is very powerful in bhakti, not at the mundane level. Tattvaa is at the level of Mahadev. जिनके तत्व वर्गोत्तम ग्रह होते हैं ना, उनको बहुत भक्ति मिलती है, बहुत. All the planets are giving them bhakti.
Yeah,
That
Guruji,
means
it's
your
like
life.
8 out of 9 planets are Tattva Vargottam. So बस एक Jupiter नहीं है, बाकी everything is
Guys,
Tattva
can you
Vargottam.
imagine? Can you imagine 8 out of 9 planets are Tattva Vargottam, that when she was taking birth, the Panch Tattvas were blessing her for bhakti. कि भाई तुम भक्ति करनी है तुमने जाके. सारी जिंदगी सनातन धर्म वाले घर में पैदा होना और फिर जाके तुम्हें सारा कुछ सीखना है, शिव महापुराण भी सीखना है, सब कुछ करना है, और इस्कॉन के साथ भी जुड़ना है, हरे कृष्ण महामंत्र भी करने हैं, लाखों शिव मंत्र भी करने हैं, और आज श्री रुद्रम सिखा दिया तो कल से श्री रुद्रम भी करना है, नमकम चमकम पढ़ना और उसको सुनना, चैंट करना, ये सब करना है। ये मतलब होता है 8 से 9 तत्व वर्गोत्तम ग्रहों का। दैट्स द मीनिंग ऑफ तत्व वर्गोत्तम।
Yeah. And Guruji, every planet is क्या कहते हैं, हर एक का relation 5-9 है, 5-9 है. So it's always Guru and this one all the time.
मंत्र,
Guru,
शास्त्र and Guru.
all of the planets, like again 8 out of 9 planets का relation 5-9 है. Only Jupiter का 2-12 है, बाकी सब 5-9.
Absolutely, absolutely. चलो, I hope आप सबको बहुत मजा आया होगा, कुछ सीखने को मिला होगा. Right, you must have learned a lot of things today. A lot of concepts are clear, crystal clear. And slowly when we go ahead, right, please don't run with me. You know, you're going to fall. I don't want to run. I want to walk with you slowly, give you knowledge so that you people become good and proficient. Rather than learning 100 things, I want you to learn 25 good things and become very, very powerful in Jyotish, in the world of Jyotish. Okay?